Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on in today's video. Today is going to be the world record 11 minutes for Shangri-La for Black Ops 1. No gobble gums. 11 minutes, and this was literally done this year, January 18th. Literally not even that long ago. Not even a month ago. By Ultimate Zenith 1. We've heard this man. He's done so many records. It's like these group of four people are going back to all the Easter egg speedruns and just absolutely demolishing them. It's ridiculous how fast we're going here. I genuinely don't even understand it. But ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's get in. Let me know also if I should do the Black Ops 3 reaction with gobblegums. I know sometimes gobblegums can slow it down, make it not as fun. But ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's get into this. Rorik is also in this. This is just crazy. They're going for the M14 wall buy straight off the hop. That 60 FOB. That's how you know they're playing the console gameplay. That's how you know they're playing the console gameplay. But look at these guys. Look at these guys. They're just jumping around. They all got M14s, which is interesting. And they're all sticking to one window. Obviously, you gotta stick to one window. And because this is a 4-player only Easter egg, we're only going to be looking at one point of view because, unfortunately, it do be the way it do be at the end of the day. But, man, these guys are zooming through the spawns. Also taking out the monkeys as well, which is a very interesting play. Sometimes you can get an extra 500 points if you take out a monkey without letting it touch you. So, Shangri-La has a lot of these little gimmicks like that to help you get a bunch of points. And obviously with this Easter egg, like all of the Black Ops 1 Easter eggs, there's an element of RNG. I mean, RNG is everywhere in these gameplays, man. You need the best box luck with this. Unfortunately, you need to get a low-round napalm zombie for this Easter egg, and also you gotta get the baby gun. The baby gun is mainly the whole aspect of this Easter egg. If you actually learn the lore about Brock and Gary and about this Easter egg, it's so interesting as well. It's definitely one of my favorite, especially because of the fact that it is only 4 players, so it makes it so much more unique. A lot of people have not done this before. My man Raheem's in there, they yelling at each other. See, like, these guys are crazy. They literally are arguing at each other while achieving a world record run. That is absolutely insane. So, great strategy here. Also, maximizing the power-ups that they get to get a free double points to constantly give them as many points as possible. That's another gimmick of Shangri-La you can just take and utilize for Easter egg speedrunning. So, again, they're maximizing all the points, getting as many knives, as many shots as they can into the zombies here. And because essentially what they got to do is they basically got to open up the whole map. They got a nuke here, which is not too bad. But I think they're going to wait and spin for another double points. It's just that easy. They got to insta-kill. Ooh, that double points right at the edge. If it was literally a second later, they would have been too late. They got a nuke here, so the nuke is the only power-up they can get here. Oh, unless they killed the monkey fast enough. Oh, they timed it perfectly. That was a great strat. He got the double points on the monkey, which gave him 1,000 points, plus a nuke, plus a second nuke. That's 1,600 extra points. These guys are literally playing with power vacuum right here. Holy moly, this is crazy. So all the way, 2 minute 40, they're going up, opening all the doors around the map. Obviously, they need to do this for the napalm zombie step, but also just to actually activate the pack punch, because pack punch is also a main integral step for this Easter egg. A lot of this Easter egg is just puzzle pieces. You know, the first very step of it is you go into Eclipse mode like they're going into here, and you have to stand on certain tiles that other people also have to stand on the other side. So it can be very confusing because also right now they're going to knife the gongs, which is a smart play because you can actually detect if the gong is the right one just by testing it while you're in Eclipse mode. So this is such a great idea. He found one of the gongs here as well. They're figuring out the order while they're doing the tile steps. This tile step also can be a massive pain because if one person accidentally steps on the wrong tile, it's over. You reset this whole step. Not only do you have to go back into Eclipse mode, you have to do the step again. So there's literally no room for error here. This Easter egg is very unforgiving in terms of what you actually need to get it. You got all the other homies in the game also spinning the box during this step because really you only need one person to hold the zombie, one person on one side, one person on the other side, and another person to simply just do the tiles. So it's looking like 2 of the players in this game though are hitting for the box, and obviously they need the baby gun. I don't know about you guys, but my baby gun luck is terrible. I've not gotten to Shang on round 100 solely because my baby gun luck is abysmal. Like, there's only one run in Black Ops 3 even where I've been able to get the baby gun inside the spawn room just from using gobblegums and stuff. But other than that, man, it is such a tragedy. Like, it is just ridiculous. Also, it's not surprising to me that this first step is going to take them the longest. Also, they're getting more points with the double points and the revives here. You can tell these guys have been practicing for the Shang Easter egg. This is not an Easter egg that you can take lightly. It takes a lot of effort and a lot of time to figure it out. They're also figuring out the gongs. They're getting also more points to get the baby gun. So again, this can all be time perfected. But if you want to grind there for hundreds of hours on Shangri-La to get the baby gun first hit, be my guest. I know there's patches already out for these older games where you can get the best box luck instantly, and it makes me wonder what exactly, or how exactly much faster that those runs would be compared to this run. Also, now they're on the step where one man has to basically grenade the top meteorite part that falls from the sky, and then shrink it with a shrink ray, knife it onto the water slide, and then one of his friends just went on down. They're going back to the spawn room to do the next step. I believe the next step is you have to knife a bunch of tiles around the map. So instead of the ones, they're very similar to the ones on the stepping tiles, but they're just on the walls. They're like everywhere. So you can see, I believe that they're probably going to be doing that right now. Also, there's just a lot of random steps in Shangri-La. A lot of random little things for the story that you need to do for this Easter egg. Also, a lucky napalm on round 5. That was the most insane napalm ever. And the reason why you need a napalm is you basically need to activate a pipe on the right side of where this guy is and essentially walk the napalm all the way through. There's a way you can actually make the napalm run, but I don't know how often you're able to do that. And let's see if they're actually able to do that in this game. I have seen the napalm run. I'm not totally sure if it's an exact glitch or whatnot, but we'll have to see. So now they're done the tile step. Next step is to do the napalm. This is obviously the step that will drag on the longest, because if that napalm explodes, it's over. Yeah, Raheem's got to get in here. They got to go. You can tell they're stressing because any more closer, and that boy will just be a proximity mine and blow up. Oh my goodness, this man's playing dangerous, bro. The ultimate Zenith POV right here scaring me how close he's getting to that napalm. And literally, dude, I die on these round 100 just because of the napalm. Oh, there you go. So he actually got the napalm to run. Wow. So Rorik's going to spin the wheel, and they're going to get all the gas ignited for the next step. I can't believe they actually got him to run. I've never seen this in a world record speedrun. It's very rare that I've ever seen the napalm run, but you have to do an exact amount of damage for it to happen. So now that the napalm's running, it's going to be easy. They really don't even need him for the trip mine step, but what I like to do when I do the Shangri-La Easter egg is get all the gas ignited, and then once you get him to the other side, do the next trip mine step. But again, they took him out. They don't even need it. If you have a zombie, which is what they're doing, they're playing with zombies active, it's very easy to do this next step. Obviously, you gotta go back into Eclipse mode, so I guess it makes sense to take out the running napalm, because boy, if that guy is running after you and you gotta stand still at the spawn room, he's definitely gonna explode, no doubt about it. So there you go. My man also has the baby gun. Obviously, they had to hit it for step 1. I didn't see which exact player got it, but they got it. They know the exact gongs they need to hit as well. And also, now they're going in for the spike mores for this next step. Obviously, on Black Ops 3, there's no spike mores, so you got to use it with the trip mines, which is such an L, man. I miss the spike mores of Black Ops 1 Shangri-La. It's still one of my favorite, like, special equipment ever introduced into zombies. It's just such an interesting idea, and I just wish it would have been brought back, you know? It's kind of like the sickle to me. It's just like that extra flair on the claymore, on the Bowie knife, that just makes it a little bit more special, you know. That's why I love the sickle. But Black Ops 1's always notorious for that. They're done the spike more step. You got to fill up 4 holes, which they've done. They're going now back into Eclipse mode. I believe the next step is that they have to do the dials in the mud pit room, or they, let's see here, maybe they're actually on the tile step. Maybe I got it wrong. Let's just see here. My man is going to have to run around and get through this. Maybe they... Oh, they are on the tile step. Okay, so I got it wrong. The tile step I thought was way earlier in the Easter egg, but it's way after. Yeah, so 9 minutes in. Like, dude, they're about to be done the speedrun in about 2 more minutes. The last... Oh, I think I got the mud step, the mud pit room and this tile step
like
mixed up. Because again, there's just a lot of crazy steps in this. It's very interesting. Shangri-La is still, even though it's a very hard map, it's one of my favorite Easter eggs ever, just because of how unique it is and how much thought was put into it. And you rarely see Easter eggs like this, in my opinion, where it's like so out of the box thinking. Nowadays, Easter eggs are very straightforward. You almost know exactly what you need to do. And I know a lot of people, especially on Twitter recently, are talking about whether we should make Easter eggs like Black Ops 3, where they're out of the box and not a lot of people will get them, or if we should make them straightforward like in Cold War, and a lot of people will get them. So we'll have to see. Now they're on the mud pit room dials. I'm fully confused at this point. I know, like, it's just, I know the steps, but my mind is just going crazy. So they did the mud pit dial room. That's just an easy step. There's also another step where you have to grenade something outside of the map on the other side of the starter room where they're at. But here, I believe they're about to do the gong step. They're literally on the last step, and all they need to do now is get the guy with the baby gun or get a guy to be able to go up to Pack-a-Punch and get it all the way done. And they've also hit the gongs as well. Very interesting how they're doing this so fast. They're literally on the Pack-a-Punch dials as it stands up. One man was just a little bit too slow, but he took the down so that he could go and go for it. I mean, that's kind of crazy, dude. He just downed so that he could stand on the tile. And then, like, again, it counts as pressure. Even if you're downed, I believe the tile will still go down. So finally, my homie gets up, gets revived. They're talking to Brocky and Gary up at the top there. And essentially all they have to do now is go activate the Pack-a-Punch one more time. Or I believe you can actually run back once the Eclipse mode goes out. But as soon as he gets it, as soon as he gets that meteorite, it is done. They've now handed over the dynamite. And there it is. There's the famous quote that I remember. Everybody get back! It's just so funny. And yeah, as soon as Eclipse mode is done, you can grab it. They just get it at last. And there it is. 11-16 for the Shangri-La Easter egg. You can do it 4 times for everybody to get all the perks on the map. But holy moly, dude. 11 minutes, dude. Again, I gotta see someone do it 4 times where everybody gets the meteorite. You can do that in the same game. But on Black Ops 1... man, that's crazy. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you again so much for coming out. If you did enjoy, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in that next one.